Right. All right. What's good, y'all? My name is Joe. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm here with some of my wingmen. They're helping me out record today. We're talking about our BMT experience, especially during COVID, and my memory sucks. So they're helping me out here, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
It's your boy B-Lou.
Domo.
Damn.
Let's start over.
Nah, we got that. We gonna like last names or just nicknames?
Man,
Oh no.
Swag Daddy Menace.
Hey, cut that shit.
We keeping that.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Joe. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm here with some of my wingmen. They're helping me out today. We're gonna recount our BMT experience. So, we all just recently went through. We all got out about almost a month ago now, and as you know, we went in during COVID. Well, us three, we went in during COVID. He went a little bit earlier, so we got a little bit of different perspective of the whole BMT experience and everything. So. Yeah, I really appreciate these guys because my memory sucks and I would not have been able to do this myself. So let's get it started. How we're gonna do this is we're gonna talk about it week by week. So we'll start out with our 0 week and then all the way up to 7.5. So actually, I wanted to mention that.
7.5.
Yeah, so our BMT experience got shortened because of COVID. There's a lot of big changes that happened because of COVID. One of them is it went from 8.5 to 7.5 weeks. For us.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Basically,
Yeah, and I say it all the time. Like, I feel like we went in during, this is low-key like the best and the worst time to go in right now. And we'll get into it later. But there's a lot of changes that it felt like it made it a little bit easier on us. Because a lot of, the restrictions and, social distancing, MTIs couldn't be in your face, all like that, and stuff like that. We'll get into it. But yeah, let's get started. First week, 0 week. How was y'all 0 week like?
Day one felt like 2 weeks, bro.
Oh God, real.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Day one felt like that was the longest day ever, bro. Like I was like, oh my God. Every 5 minutes we were doing something different,
Really?
and I'm like, man, it's only 10 o'clock.
You know what? That's crazy that you say that too, because like I feel like my 0 week, my 0 night, my 0 week, I feel like it really flew by. Like I honestly don't even really remember everything that happened.
Man,
So,
yeah, day one, what I remember from day one, standing at ease and standing at attention.
and we got off the buses, and this is when I thought like, when I was watching videos and stuff before BMT, everybody was like, as soon as you get off the bus, that's when all hell break loose, all of that stuff. But actually, when I first got off the bus, nobody was yelling at us. It was dumb calm, and nobody was yelling. There wasn't MTIs yet because we actually, our first stop off the bus was to get our issued stuff. So we got off. It was like we took a stop before we got to the actual BMT.
Squadron.
Yeah, the squadron. So we got off the bus. They lined us up. They gave us all bags. I actually have my bag. Yeah, let me see that. They give you these bags, issued bags with a whole bunch of goodies in them. So, yeah, and there's like a water bottle. They give you your PT clothes, your PT shorts, PT shirt, PT shorts, PT shirt.
Fleece.
Your fleece. Yeah, we went in.
A cold weather gear.
All right, yeah. So they lined y'all up. They lined us up. They gave us all our bags with issued stuff in it, like, flashlights, water bottles, warm weather gear, your PT clothes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's actually an app that I wanted to mention. I'll link it in the description. There's an app. It's called the DEP app, I think. DEP app. When you're waiting to go to basic training, they put you in this program called DEP, Delay Entry Program. So, and there's this app that helps people prepare for BMT basically. And did y'all have that? Did y'all know it? Yeah. Your recruiter will tell you about it. But basically on the app, it gives you a whole bunch of memory work. It tells you about the issued stuff that you're gonna get when you get to BMT. It basically prepares you almost everything you need for BMT. I really found that useful. Did you have that when you went in? No, that must be a new thing. I think they just made that a thing. You know, technology and new age. That we getting better every year. So
Well, I'm guard, so we ain't have the depth.
He's not real
Yeah.
military.
okay,
We had the whole program, like we was in the classroom.
they don't call it depth.
Nah, that's called it's called a student flight. So you go on the student flight and you basically in the classroom learning about anything you're gonna learn at BMT.
Mm.
So you can be like ahead of everybody.
Okay.
Like you they teach you the ranks, the insignias, like all that,
Okay.
everything. Oh,
Yeah.
marching, all that.
Mm.
That's why I was the best marching.
Yeah, it was that app that we had, and then there was another app that's more for people that aren't really in the like they didn't meet with a recruiter yet. They're just thinking about the military. I think it was called the Aim High app. It still gets you prepared for like what to expect when you join the military, but it's not as specific as the DEP app. That's more for people that are like getting ready for BMT and waiting to leave. The Aim High app is more for like people thinking about the military, families that have people that are in the military that want to know more about it. I know my mom. You can like on that app, you can like they track the people in BMT. I can't remember exactly how they did it, but I know
It's like
that
on a website or something, I think.
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so yeah, and then, like it'll show you week by week. You can like track your trainee that's in training or something like that. I don't know. Y'all have to
It's some
check.
COVID stuff.
Yeah, y'all have to check it out for yourself.
I
I
had the
know.
real BMT. You only had 2 phone calls. Hopefully you got mail. Because if you didn't have mail, you was gonna be sad as hell watching everybody open their mail. That was me. 4 weeks straight. I finally got mail on my 4th week. And it was
That's
worth it.
tough.
Bro,
No, we definitely
I
had mail.
think I got mail.
We got mail every week, and we got our phone call every week.
That's crazy.
Hey, we got like the longest time we had for a
Well,
phone call was an hour, bro.
I got lucky.
What?
An hour,
Alright, so
15
boom.
minutes.
Yeah,
My,
15 minutes.
our
My
MTIs
third
didn't
day.
like us. So.
My third day, I got quarantined. So when you get quarantined, they get your phone. So I had my phone for 2 weeks. So I don't think I ain't really need mail.
Man,
Yeah, I got quarantined too,
Mm.
and they count that when you get out of quarantine. Like they don't make you stay back. They just keep you
still-
rolling.
Yeah, you still in the same
Yes,
week.
sir.
You just gotta
Air
learn
Force is the
everything
best.
fast.
Yeah, let me actually I wanted to mention that before we do get into that though. Let me finish out. Let's finish out 0 week. What did we get everything or there's a lot of
My
stuff.
0 week.
Yeah, so 0 week basically you go through a whole bunch of briefings
Shots.
and they immunization shots.
what? Yo,
Shots.
y'all
Y'all
BMT
ain't get
is so
shots?
different, bro.
Shots. Y'all ain't get
Yeah.
shots like the
Shots.
first 2 days?
We didn't get our shots until like the 1st week.
First week.
Yeah.
Well, you know, okay, so since they shortened our BMT, a lot of things got pushed up and shortened. And a lot of things that people would usually do in week 1 would have to do in 0 week. So everything like got compressed, especially with people getting quarantine and stuff. So, and like I said, I'm gonna get into that. With quarantine, you're going out for 2 weeks and then you gotta come back and it's already getting sped up. It's just a whole bunch. So,
Quarantine.
yeah.
When you get back, it's
Quarantine
gonna be-
saved
it's
my
gonna
life.
be crazy, bro.
Saved me up here mentally. 'Cause
Mentally,
I was
yeah.
about to snap.
Mentally, yeah.
Yeah, so about quarantine, I don't know the exact system with it, but I know that if a certain amount of people in your flight get COVID, test positive when you get there, they quarantine your whole flight.
I think it's like more than if it's 3 or more.
Yeah.
I caught COVID and they just quarantined me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Nah, they quarantine. We had 3 people in our flight get quarantined.
I do it, bro. I do it, bro. Take them.
No, wait. So you got COVID. How many people in your flight got it?
I was the only person in my flight to catch COVID.
So they didn't quarantine your whole flight.
No, they just
you.
quarantined me and the 2 people that slept next to my bed.
Okay, that's what they. Well,
That's
They-
how they started it for us, but they
yeah,
ended up doing the
and they
whole
coming
flight.
back. Yeah, that's what they did. So one person got it when we first got there. They quarantined him and the 2 people next to him, and then like 3 days later, they came and got the rest of our flight. And it was just like, yeah, a couple more of y'all tested positive. We were quarantining all y'all.
You was brother flight. They suck.
So, so yeah, I got quarantined in my first week. So I went through 0 week. You know what I'm saying? We got all our briefings, our shots, our haircut, our issue clothes, stuff like that. We met our MTIs. We was first week, 0 week was low key cool for us. My MTI was chill. they got us ahead early. Like we was starting to March. We started to do stuff in third, like people usually do in third week. Like when it comes to marching and stuff, we was doing it in our first week. I feel like they was low key trying to prepare us. Like they low key knew that it was a possibility that we was gonna get quarantined. I feel like they was trying to get us ahead just in case. But you know, it was cool. Our 0 week was chill.
My flight was retarded. They ain't stopped being retarded to like the 5th week.
Yeah.
We stopped getting in trouble so much, you know.
He was our brother flight. So
Yeah.
how the dorms work, there's a stairwell and there's like 6 doors, 2 on each floor. And we were on the 3rd floor. We were right
Yeah,
across
bro.
from each other. So like, we always make fun of each other. And like our MTIs low-key like their flight better. So
They
forget
loved
them.
us. I did get quarantined like in the middle of 3rd week. So yeah, about the middle of 3rd week, I came out like
Dang, you got out on the 5th week,
like 4th week.
4th week.
I got out like in the middle of the 4th week, you know.
You got quarantined for 10 days?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got quarantined.
I got quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
You did too?
yeah, 2 weeks.
Not me.
Yeah, you had to get the full. And that's why I low-key say, like, this is the best and worst time. It depends what you're looking to get out of BMT. So if you want to go to BMT, if you join the military, like, I want to get the full experience. Like, I can't wait to go and develop all these skills when I go to BMT. Like, during COVID, you're not going to get that full experience. So
See, that's what you think. I ain't gonna lie. My first night, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, I'm finally at BMT. They yelling at me. I got my bag. I'm like, okay. I wake up, go do day 1. I'm like, man, what did I just sign up for?
Oh God.
I'm like, I know. I just signed up to live in a room with 40 other dudes that I don't know. What did I just do?
So much. It was so. Like my flight, we had like the scrap flight. So we had like, it was Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Guam, England.
you got
like,
people from Guam on your flight?
Yes, we had like
We going to
2 or 3
Guam
people.
for our
Guam,
first
Guam.
base, by the way. I don't know. Did I mention that in my last video?
Red Horse.
We're going to Guam, so look out for videos coming soon. Yes, sir. We
They
gonna be seeing-
GT bus drivers.
What?
Oh yeah, don't talk. Go ahead. Though. Finish
Right,
up what
what
you
to say.
said.
Oh yeah. We just had like a lot of states, so like it was just really culturally like diverse, and I was like, damn, what the hell,
Oh,
man?
my.
Must be nice, bro. My flight
It was
was full of
crazy.
people from Alabama and North Carolina.
My flight was all white people and it was only 5 black people.
Man, was full of black.
And it
people.
was
I was one of 4
it was-
black people.
It was
on my
52.
flight.
It was 52 people in our flight, and only 5 of us was black. But listen, all that go out the window. Y'all all start
For
bonding.
real.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh yeah, for real.
It's always gonna be that one person
Yeah.
that's in the middle.
We had about 7.
Keep them in.
Y'all,
Keep them in the middle.
y'all ain't gonna know nobody, but y'all ain't gonna start doing stuff as a team until y'all get to know each other and
Yeah.
start fighting for each other.
Like first week.
Yeah. Y'all, the first night or the second night, when everybody got a shower together for the first time, it's so awkward.
So-
It's so
For
awkward.
me, it wasn't. They was like
Yeah.
shower. I'm like, oh yeah. All right. I'm like, wait, if we not supposed to get naked out here, like what's going on? I'm
They're like, wait till you get in the shower to get out.
like, what? Take a shower.
I mean, I wasn't that. I played sports in high school, so like
Yeah,
I've showered
you used to it
together.
already,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was low key used to it, but like we have 40 people in our flight, and it's
They
like
give you,
8
like-
shower heads. So
They
like
give you like
you pack
15
these-
10 minutes to
Yeah,
shower,
10
bro.
minutes.
10, 15 minutes.
Not just
Yeah.
shower, you gotta be dressed.
Yeah.
Shower,
Too.
brush your teeth,
You
shave.
gotta do everything
All
in
that,
10
yeah.
minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Our first night, like I said, we was in the PRC for like 5 hours just waiting there. Like they gave us boxed food to eat, and it was frozen. So how you supposed to eat frozen food? And you couldn't even drink the juice that came because the juice was frozen too. And all I remember
They
is
was trying to mentally.
one dude. Yeah, all I remember is one dude was sitting next to me, and he was eating his frozen sandwich. Like it was halfway gone, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I can't do this anymore." And I was looking at him like, "You might as well finish it. It's already almost gone. It's
Hey.
frozen." Like,
On the first night, bro, I never had an MRE in my life, bro.
Oh,
like,
man,
I didn't know how to
for
do
real.
nothing, bro. I just took the tortillas. I ain't having the tortillas in the cookie.
Oh, me.
Hey, I opened the little food pack. I'm like,
Man, what is this?
bro, this nasty. I'm not eating this, bro.
Yeah, so if y'all ain't know, MREs are these little food packages that they give you for people who are, in war or whatever. It's like, I don't know the best way to describe it. It's just food that's packaged, like astronaut food. You know how they give them like
Yep.
dried food that's preservative or whatever that can last a long time. It's not actually like powder where you gotta pour water in and stuff like that, but it just be like little meals, and they're not that bad, honestly. They're not that
Man,
bad.
you
They-
eating them
Not
mugs
no
back to
mug.
back.
Not
Yeah.
no mug.
Them mugs punching your inside of your stomach like it's coming out the other end with full force, bro.
Yeah, they like little packages. They like pack with like 2,000 calories in each one. Like they got like what
All kind of
meatballs
bro.
and sauce,
The gum,
chili and beans.
Make sure you eat the gum. It's laxative.
The gum is laxative.
Hey, you don't need
Hey,
the I don't even need
You
the
ain't know
gum.
that?
Hell, I'm killing that.
Nah, for it to work though, you gotta swallow the gum though.
Oh, I
for
don't
it to
swallow
work.
it.
I don't need to eat the
Nah.
gum.
Yeah.
I feel like I ate a whole
See,
bunch
that's
of
what you
laxatives.
Get the one with the
Nah, you gotta
campfire
swallow
on it. That's the good one. The one with the campfire.
Yeah, the first one I had was 0 day. It was a chili and beans, and like I was telling you about how we got off the first bus, we got our issue stuff, we got back on the bus, and then we got to the squadron. That's when they started yelling at us, to get off the bus and everything, and they lined us up, gave us MREs. What up, bro? We recorded a YouTube video. Come on, right in the middle. You straight, you good. You good. But what was I saying? They lined us up, they gave us MREs, and we had to like, before we could go up to the dorm, our assigned dorms.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Homie had on the Lakers muscle shirt.
Oh me. What was the number on it?
Bro, I ain't never seen no shirt. How you got a tank top with the back missing? I ain't never seen a tank top with the back missing. It was like that shit. It was like cut mad weird in the back, bro. It's all back.
Oh, God.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta keep that.
Oh, no.
Hey, so basically 0 week, bro. You just gotta stay strong up here.
Hey, reporting statement.
Reporting
Oh my
statement.
God, reporting statement. Make sure you know your reporting statement.
Mhm.
Don't mess it up. Do not mess your reporting statement up.
Reporting statements,
It's
bro.
gonna be bad.
You gotta be like, sir, and whatever your name is, your last name is, Sir Trainee Miller reports as ordered. And then whatever.
You gotta say that
You gotta
every
say
time
that.
you want to talk to them.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah. That's gonna be a big thing.
And when you say that after your reporting statement, don't talk until they
Yeah,
acknowledge it.
acknowledge it.
Mm.
Because you could be sitting there for 5 minutes, and then they'll finally be like, speak, and then you can finally say what you gotta say.
And don't move while you talk. Don't be
Don't.
fidgeting.
Yeah.
Don't.
When you
don't-
stand at attention, you gotta be like,
Facts.
don't move your head when you talk. If they ask you a question, don't shake your head or nod your head. No.
And what my
Just
NCI
talk.
used to say was, don't ask permission to adjust just so you can move your hands when you talk.
Yeah.
They get mad at that too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's called your military bearing.
Yep.
Keep it.
You will definitely be able to that'll be something that's ingrained in you the whole time you're there.
Gotta be.
But yeah, week 0, you're gonna be like, what did I sign up for?
Yeah.
Like,
Week 0 is the initiation stage, I guess. It's the transition stage. It's a culture shock. It'll definitely hit you, especially if you don't prepare at all. If you have no idea what you're getting yourself into, you're joining the military. You're gonna get yelled at. I know that sounds redundant to say, but a lot of people there on their first night, like they're just like, dang, like
Bro,
I didn't
sleep.
expect this. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't
Like,
even sleep.
Coming back.
yeah.
I was scared. I was like, damn, I don't know when they gonna come wake me up.
so I was scared. Hey, them-
I wish I could see it.
My first night, bruh, what up? Again.
Like this.
My bad.
But yeah, bro.
My first night,
McIntyre done man, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what he doing?
Playing the game.
Oh,
he smell, he a little sweat, bruh.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all making a YouTube video?
Yes, sir.
It's live?
Yeah. Wanna hop in it?
Yeah.
You got any advice for new airmen?
BMT.
BMT, you gotta work together and just, it's a,
You just out of BMT, ain't you?
yeah,
I can tell by your hair.
I cut my hair like that.
Oh.
But you just work together and you get through it.
Good, thank you, sir.
Gotta work together. Gotta work together. That's the
you ain't gonna like them, but you gotta work
Gotta
together.
work with 'em.
Yeah, what was I saying though?
But you will meet some real cool people that you can relate to. You think you ain't got nothing common with these people, but you're gonna meet some real cool
especially
people.
late, like when the MTI was on and y'all just
Sitting
talking to each other. You like, oh this person cool.
That brings me to the end to be 0 week. So, yeah, after 0 week, you want to say something?
I was
Oh, yeah.
quarantined, so I
If
don't
you
know what y'all
don't-
did.
If you don't like using the bathroom in public bathrooms, get used to it. You're gonna be sliding them cheeks on every toilet seat that you see. I swear to God, get used to it.
I
It's
ain't
only
want
for
to use
8
the
weeks.
bathroom for like I swear to God, bro, I ain't used the bathroom like the first 3 days.
Really?
I was like, man, I'm not using the
Hey,
bathroom.
Nah, them
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
MREs, man,
I ain't
straight
used the
through
bathroom.
me.
I ain't used the bathroom the first week. I was too stressed out, bro. I was eating. I was
guess-
eating like a mug and still ain't used it the first week.
I don't know. I got real comfortable real quick
I
at
did,
BOT.
bro.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. My first night there, I low-key forgot where I was. When we woke up to Reveille, because I slept so good. I got there earlier than a lot of people. He said he got there like midnight. He got like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
Or my
facts.
roommate, I know he said he got like 2 hours of sleep his first night. I got there like 6. I got like a full 8 hours of sleep. So,
wish.
I low-key forgot where I
you
was.
from?
Ohio.
Yeah,
I was in Louisiana.
I got my full 8 hours too.
Yeah, I was like one of the first people there. So,
We ain't sleep till 1 a.m.
really?
Yeah, they had us rushing from the PRC.
Y'all
All the way
ran?
to Yeah, our NTI, we had to pull out our flashlights in the middle of the dark. We was like, go, 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 go.
Can't relate.
Hey, yeah,
Oh
no.
God.
Can't relate.
But yeah, no, at the end of 0 week, after you get that little, the culture shock settle in, it's your first Sunday. And Sundays are like the chill day. Every Sunday, the MTIs, they let you go, or they don't even come in all day. They let people, you got church services that you can watch.
Grilled cheese and Jesus.
Fighting.
Yeah, you still go to lunch as usual, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but for the most part, it's real chill. But your first Sunday is not, all right? It will be chill, but your MTIs, they try to test you, right? Your first week, you go through this whole week, they yelling at you the whole week, and they micromanaging you, and then Sunday hit, and they don't even come in. So it's like, oh,
What?
yeah,
my
that's how
NTI,
you
my
do it.
NTI was there for our first Sunday.
Well, no, that's what I was about to say. They don't come in for like the majority of the day. They let people get comfortable, right? You get comfortable, and you're like, oh, like we chilling. There ain't no NTIs, and that's where you can't slip up. So don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught slipping doing something you're not supposed to be doing, because we definitely got smoked. Because our MTIs came in halfway through the day, and I think people was like, I think somebody snuck some cards in or something. What was they doing? But they got caught and we got smoked. It was bad.
Hey, we ain't get caught doing everything we did. Bro. We was everybody in my flight was smooth, boy.
Nah, we was done, bro.
Hey,
Not me.
Sundays, catch up on your sleep, bro. Your sleep is one thing you need to catch up on, because sometimes you're gonna be waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning, not getting your full like 6 hours of sleep, 8, whatever.
You gonna wake up throughout the night because you gonna be drinking all that water.
Yep. And EC. Somebody gonna be on EC.
Man.
EC.
Oh my God.
And that brings me to jobs. Job selection. This could be a nice segue into a couple weeks.
Get laundry crew.
Get laundry.
Get
So-
laundry crew.
So look,
Yeah.
for people that don't know, there's jobs in the BMT. Everybody's assigned a job, right?
Hey,
So
yo,
you
dorm
got
must stay
dorm, you got a dorm chief who's like the second in charge to the MTIs, I guess. They help out the MTIs. There's usually the oldest person in the flight, the most mature person, or somebody that the MTI notices stands out early on, basically to take on a leadership role. And it's a high stress job. Like ain't no joke.
If y'all get in trouble, it's all on the dorm chief.
Yeah, and dorm chief, you got your element leaders. Whenever you're marching, if you ever seen like movies of people marching or whatever, soldiers marching, you got like 4 rows of soldiers marching, and you got the people in the front. Those are your element leaders. Those are the people that help out the dorm chief. You got laundry crew, like they said, who do laundry. You got latrine, which is the bathroom crew.
Latrine sucks.
My flight, they was chilling. They didn't really have a bad time with it. They was like the best detail. They was the best people in our flight. They never failed PT. They never
You gotta
failed
be
tests.
better liner. It's the easiest job.
You got bed aligners who make sure the beds are straight. You got the shoe aligners, which is usually the bed aligner who does the shoe aligners. They
Nah, we ain't like the shoe lines. We was beefing. We used to fight every morning.
ugly.
Cause they want to adjust the shoes before we align the bed. So then when we align the bed, the shoes get unadjusted. Then they come adjust them again.
Yeah,
And get
so
petty and move one of the beds. It was a fight every day.
you'll see when you get there, like your area has to look a certain way. Your bed has to be made. If you never heard of hospital corners, you gotta have hospital corners. I'm gonna make a separate video on a lot of this stuff that we're talking about because I know we speaking gibberish. Half of this stuff, I will be making a video about how to fold your clothes and how your RLA should look like, which is your what does that stand for? Room.
Real.
It's like your
Living
personal
area.
area.
Personal living
Yeah, your personal living area or something. How that should look and how to fold clothes and hospital corners, stuff like that. I'll make a video on that later. But yeah, to the bed line and the jobs, the whole dorm has to look a certain way. So we have a whole bunch of jobs that just basically cover those, make sure the dorm looks good. And I'll also be making a video on the different jobs too later.
If you ain't got OCD before you go to basic,
You gonna have
definitely
it,
gonna get it at basic.
Yeah.
And what he was saying earlier about how they look and pick out the dorm chiefs, if the ones that come in and got like attitudes and stuff like that,
So
or
trainees?
shy, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
trainees that act shy or attitudes or lack of confidence, be ready to be a child runner.
No, yeah.
Be a child
Yes.
Child runners. Oh my
So
god.
try to avoid standing out when you first get to BMT. Like I do advocate for, once you get into BMT, like through a couple weeks or a week in, what I'm saying, you get the feel for the place. Do step up for those leadership roles. Don't all right, there's two different approaches you can take to BMT. You could be somebody that stands out in a bad way or in a negative way, or you can be somebody that just sits out, goes under the radar and just chills and don't say nothing.
That was me.
That was me.
I wasn't.
I messed
I
up
was
tried.
that. And when you get there, I noticed there was people that was wearing they just stood out because of something they was wearing or something like that.
Don't wear bright ass sneakers.
Don't wear no bright sneakers. Don't come there with
with a
no.
mullet.
Don't-
Don't come with a mullet.
don't come with your hair dumb long down your back if you a dude
I done cut the
or
dreads
crazy. He had dreads when he first came in,
For real?
and they yelled at him.
off. I cut mine
Because
off
they was
before.
like, why you come here with dreads? Like,
I cut my
you
dreads
know
off.
you gonna cut your hair off. Why would you come with dreads? Stuff like that. Just try not to stand out. Come, wear some black pants, a white t-shirt, the most plain thing you can think of. Because you only gonna be wearing it for like a day or two, and then they're gonna give you issue clothing that you're gonna wear a couple of days.
We wore our clothes for 2 weeks.
For real?
Yeah, we wore civilian clothes for like a week and a half.
Damn, I would have been hit because I only had one pair of boxers,
Our
one
flight
pair of
was
socks.
our flight
I would've been the
our
same
flight
thing
was like
every day.
last to do everything. Like we didn't get our haircut to
I
like.
take a bath, put the clothes back on.
I would have been hit. If that was
But
me.
depending on how they got y'all flight and stuff set up, cause my flight was like last to do everything. So we wore our civilian. We didn't get our clothes to like week 2, cause a lot of people was missing clothes and stuff. So they just weigh out civilian clothes. So we wore civilian clothes for like a week and a half. Wasn't nothing
Yeah.
too crazy.
And now we the first day we got there, we got our PT stuff, and and then I think a couple of days later, we just wore them all the time. I don't know.
Man, them shorts gonna be high, man. But it's okay. Everybody's shorts high.
Yeah,
Don't cut the inside of them out until you leave.
I never did that.
Those
Nah.
people did it.
Did we even get to week 1 yet?
Nah.
I
Week
mean,
zero,
we
but-
kind of compressed that all
Everything
together.
together,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot to talk about, but.
Man, week
Uh,
1, yeah.
Week 1, I mean, after week 0, that's week 0 is the real big main thing. After that, you coast for a little bit. And then the next big thing is week 5, which is Beast Week. But,
Oh damn!
Beast.
yeah,
I had these week 7
week 7. Ours was week 5, right?
because we went.
I was
week
like
six.
I was week 6.
Yeah.
See, 'cause
Week
we had
six.
beast. We had beast for the whole week, and then we went back to the dorms. That
Oh, we're going to get to that. Wait, we'll get back to it. Let's do week 1 through 4, which is not anything, it's not too much that goes on. You're getting the hang of things, you're learning, you're getting to know your MTIs, they're teaching you basically what the military is about. You know what I'm saying? Drill, marching, class.
Oh, strings.
You will
Oh
start
my
taking
God.
class,
21.
which is boring.
Don't go to
Hours.
sleep in class, man.
Hours, bro.
You gonna be in the classroom hours.
Yeah.
3-4 hours.
Yeah.
You gonna go eat,
Especially,
go back in class.
yeah. Especially if you're not a school person. If you're joining straight out of high school and, you know, you see this as like a way of just escaping college, you know, not having to do any academic work after high school, you know, you just feel like you're done with it all. You're going to have to keep that same school mindset a little bit.
You ain't the army.
Yeah, you know, especially if you're joining the Air Force. You know, we supposedly the most academic, held to a more higher academic degree. So, you know, they be keeping us in class. You got a lot of memory work. And that's another thing I was mentioning on that app that I'll link in the description. If you utilize that app, it'll help you out a lot in that area. I highly recommend using that. Getting to know your ranks, the structure, the rank structure, all of that memory work.
Chain of command.
The
Chain
Air
of
Force,
command.
the Chain of Command, the Air Force song, and the Airman's Creed. You're gonna recite those every day. They're gonna ingrain that in you.
And you better look like you know it.
Please act like you know it.
You better mouth it when everybody's singing it.
Yeah,
And watch
yeah,
what
yeah.
you eat as a child, bro. You're gonna get fat. It's COVID. You're not gonna be running like that, bro. I ran a total of 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran like
Crazy.
4.
I ran a total of
Four?
3 times.
We
And
ran,
2 of them was tests.
we ran every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Wow.
Nah, not Sunday.
Saturday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then they would switch it up, cause it would be what was it called? Power day,
Strength day.
strength
and
day,
conditioning.
then run day, strength day, then run day, like that. They do it like that.
They kind of switched up our PT program because of COVID, obviously, and then also they wanted to enforce another program, which is called the HIT program. We did a lot of
CIT shit.
Hit
stuff.
me?
HIT,
high
which is
intensity.
high interval,
did that
intensity,
too?
Yeah.
high intense interval training or something like that. We did that.
We did that too.
You did that?
Yeah.
Well, we
It's
also
called,
it was like weird because it was like A and a B card, and then we did like run days like once a week or something.
I know what all y'all hate.
What?
Next exercise is the pyramid.
Pyramid
push-ups.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my.
That gotta be the worst
Only thing I
workout.
liked about pyramid push is that you knew that the workout was done after that.
Yeah.
That was the last
That's the
workout.
only thing.
You gonna go?
Pyramid.
You gonna go to like 7 to
Raise the
8?
roof.
Man, I ain't think my arms could hurt like that, bro. And make sure you know how to do at least 25 push-ups
Before you get
before you get to BMT. Cause
like straight.
you ain't trying to be the dude that's bright red like.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
I'm
You
gonna
know what you signed up for.
I'm gonna be making another video on that too,
Be
on the
running,
best
too.
ways, to get in shape and best ways to prepare for
It's
BMT.
Bully
'cause-
Juice. Bully Juice Jr.
yeah, right. I literally been living on his workouts. Billy Juice on quarantine, I've been doing all his in-home workouts. But yeah, because I enlisted back in
Can't
March,
relate.
and then I left in October. So like I had that whole summer, that whole quarantine to do them in-home workouts, and all I could do was do push-ups and sit-ups in my room. So I was cool when I got the BMT.
Yeah, I was too. I was running 3 miles a day. I was doing like 200 push-ups, sit-ups,
Listen.
abs workout.
I took
Man, I got the BMT. I cut all that out. I got fat. I can't run a mile and a
How'd that
half to
work?
save my life.
how that work?
I can't run a mile and a half to save my life.
Man, I took joining the military as a joke. I don't know why, but I joined straight out of smoking and drinking every day, fat, not working out. Finally got in. I stopped smoking though. Kept drinking. Wasn't working out, wasn't running. You wanna know the first time I ran for military? Was at BMT. When everybody was running fast and I'm on the side of the damn road looking like I'm about to die.
He had a red belt on.
I had a red belt for 4 weeks. I had a red belt for 4 weeks. Swear to God, I had shin splints and all that. Do not run in Vapor Maxes either. And don't run in the San Antonio Sports they give you.
Hey,
give you-
hey,
No, hold on.
I ran every week in the
These are called the BMT specials.
Those
That's
is
the
old,
Bill
those
Evans, bro.
is-
Bill
those is
Evans,
old
bro.
man walking shoes.
I'll be rocking these, but I ain't rocking BMT.
Hey, bro. Yeah, he rocking proudly. Bro.
Probably.
Proudly.
Unless you want your feet to be destroyed,
Yeah,
your
man.
legs to be in pain
Run
the first
at
2-3
least
weeks.
at least be able to run a mile before you go to BMT, like a mile straight without stopping.
Yeah, so with the PT program, we don't run as much as we did before, but you still are gonna have run days. When you do get there, they'll put you there. You got 3 categories of runners. Basically, when you take your first PT test, they'll assign you a belt or a category. You got your red belt. So on your first PT test, if you don't hit a certain time,
Shit, I was a
you
green
get
belt when I graduated.
you get a red belt, which is the slow people basically, and then you got another time frame to hit to get a yellow belt, which is the medium to fast medium runners, and then obviously green belt. If you run faster than a specific time, you get a green belt.
Y'all ain't had the blue belts?
Yeah, they have blue.
Oh, my bad, not a green belt. It was a blue
It's
belt.
green.
Nah,
It's
they got
and
green
blue.
because I was green when I graduated, but then you got the blue belts. Where
Blue
they
belt,
was
that's
Blue
like
belt,
fast.
yeah, my bad, my
them
bad.
the
You
cross
got,
country runners. Like,
yeah.
Don't even be tired. I be like, damn.
You got red, yellow, green, blue.
And mind you, you got to run for 26 minutes straight on your run days.
They be light jogs. They be light jogs. They
Nah.
not.
We only had
24.
one.
They
How many
made
y'all
us
had?
run
We had,
every
y'all had
time.
1, 2.
If you jog,
Twice.
you getting yelled
Twice.
at. Cause
Oh.
We
MTI
did a lot
don't
of
like
road
to have
runs.
a lazy looking flight. So
Yeah.
run.
I did that for my first time. Hey, road runs are fun. You seen
Yeah.
the Jodies, your whole like
Yeah.
half the squadron that
The
with you.
miles go by so fast.
fun.
Yeah.
Just don't be fat.
We did a 5K run.
And don't stop and act
5K
like you
run.
gotta use the
Yeah, like the
bathroom
whole
during
base.
the
You
road.
signed up for it. They gave you T-shirts and all that.
Mm.
Yeah, ran around the whole base.
Pre-COVID.
That is dead.
And this is another thing that I want to say, which is like what sucks about joining right now is because of PT or with the PT program, how it worked out for me since I got quarantined. I still haven't talked about my quarantine yet. I'm gonna get to it, but how we got quarantined in week 1, and we got out in week 3. And how the PT program works is you take 3 PT tests while you're in BMT, 1 in your first week, 1 in your 3rd week, and then 1 towards the end of BMT or 6 weeks, I think. And I had to take my PT test right before quarantine and then right after we got out. And it sucked because I was sitting in my room in quarantine for 2 weeks straight, not doing nothing. And we came back more out of shape than we was when we first got there. And it was bad. I mean, it just sucked because, you know.
A week 0, or it might be week 0, it might be pushed to week 1. Y'all gonna get y'all a peanut butter shot. Me personally, I ain't get it because I'm allergic to penicillin.
Yeah.
That peanut butter shot something else.
Peanut butter shot is penicillin. They put it in your back,
Your
side,
butt.
your
Your
butt,
ass.
basically, and it hurt. And we had to take our PT test right after a day after we got those shots.
Yeah, that's how it was for us too.
That's so dumb. That's so
Everybody
dumb.
trying to do sit-ups and can't, so they let us like sit on our towels.
Yeah, bro. That was so
You
dumb.
know,
how they
so
did
many
that.
people rubbing their butt, bro.
Yeah. Hey, it hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt.
That's like, rub it out.
It feel like they call it a peanut butter shot because it really feel like you
Peanut
getting
butter.
peanut butter put in your leg, your
thick.
thigh,
It's the
or your butt, and then like you can feel it
Yeah.
in there, and you
If
gotta
you don't
rub it
If you
around.
don't rub it around, that shit.
It'll clump up.
Yeah, it hardens like a rock. So you just got a rock in your butt.
basically.
No homo.
So rub that out, and you be straight. You be straight. It only hurt for like a day though, a couple of days. It hurt bad right after the shot, but after a day, a couple of days, it'll like
You still feel it.
you still feel it, but it won't be as bad. But yeah, I got that right after quarantine, and I said I was gonna mention my quarantine. So I got quarantined in week 1. You got quarantined
3rd day.
3rd day. So you can talk about yours first since you got quarantined earlier. We was talking about 0 week. You didn't get the full 0 week
Nah, we
experience.
didn't get for it.
Yeah,
like,
so-
like when you said the PT test, we didn't even take a PT test till after we got out of quarantine, like 3rd week.
Okay.
So we got the quarantine. They made us pack everything. Everybody had to pack everything they came with in a big bag. My bad. In a big old black bag. That'll bring them to like the little hotels, and y'all just in the room for like 16 hours a day. Like only time y'all come out the room is to get each meal. Like y'all line up, everybody do accountability, and then y'all get get y'all food, go back to the room, bring the trash out at night, and y'all do that every day for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, yeah, like you said, I got quarantined in week 1. So after 0 week, after a whole week there, fellas, after my first week there, I got quarantined. We got quarantined. So 14 days every day. You only leave your room, or they give you your phone, and you're in a hotel. So you're in a hotel on base, basically, and they give you your phone. You got a TV, and you basically get all your stuff that you came with, which is cool.
Crazy.
It's fun. Like, it's cool. Like, when you think about it, like, 2 weeks during basic military training with my phone and the TV in a hotel room, like, that sounds like the life for real. But I ain't gonna lie. After the first couple of days, I was ready to go back.
Depressing.
It just y'all know how it was like being in quarantine when COVID first broke out. Like, being in your room all day, every day, like, it get old. Even if you got your phone and TV to keep you company, like, it get draining.
Menace wish he had that at BMT.
Man, listen, I was in a damn dormitory with 52 people. Smell like feet. People breath stink. People snoring. We actually like forced somebody to stop sleeping on their back so they could stop snoring, and it really helped them. They started sleeping on their side, and then the heat ain't work. And it's freezing. Y'all think
it's so cold now.
Bro, y'all think it don't get cold in Texas? It get cold in San Antonio, bro. Cause I went in the winter. I
And
was
your
in
head
June.
ball? Oh yeah.
Boy, what? The raindrops even feels different. The raindrops shiver your bones. I swear to God. I felt the raindrop and I was about to go AWOL.
It did get cold. It got real cold in quarantine.
Bro, it used to be hot for no reason.
It'll get hot and it'll be cold. Like, wintertime in Texas is real weird. It's weird.
It rained once, bro. I could remember it raining one time.
It rained like twice.
And don't think the rain gonna stop at MTI. Y'all marching in that rain.
Yeah, y'all
3 hours straight,
Don't
freezing
think
cold.
the heat gonna stop y'all. He just gonna, at ease, y'all gonna take a sip of water and keep on pushing.
You know, and that whole 2 weeks in quarantine, I don't know if y'all got y'all MTIs, but our MTIs didn't show up once. Y'all didn't? Yeah. So you're in quarantine for 2 weeks.
I saw a deer.
With no.
I saw a deer during I was in isolation by yourself. They come to the door. Don't. You walk to the door. You jump up like. Walk to the door, some plate of food on the ground with a Gatorade. Ain't nobody right there. You look outside like, what? 3 times a day.
Yeah, and you don't get your MTIs. I mean, some people, I know their MTIs came. If they came like during like your first day there, if you got quarantine your first couple of days there, I know some flights got their MTIs that they came there with them. But most people, their MTIs just got quarantined and they went home. That's what our MTIs did. So that's why I was talking about how I feel like they got us ahead in our first week there because they low key felt like it was gonna happen. Whatever. Bro. So
Rocking the OCP cap.
pause real quick. I gotta pee. Yeah.
341s.
This is a 341.
You probably can't see it too good.
Basically what it is it has your name, your squadron, stuff like that.
Hold it up right here.
It's just like, you know how in elementary school, I'll include a screenshot or something. But you know how in elementary school, you had like cards, like you had a red card. I don't know if y'all had this, but in elementary school, whenever you was bad, like you had a green card and a red card. If you got in trouble, you had to flip your green card over to a red card or something like that. It's the same system, basically. If you get in trouble, they pull in your 341. And if you get enough of these pulled,
You get a comment.
You get a comment, which is called a U.
No. You get it go to 341 to derogatory comments to you for the week.
Okay, yeah. Basically, you get in trouble enough times. I mean, yeah, you can get kicked out, but I wouldn't jump all the way that far. You can get a comment, you can get a U, which just looks bad on your record. And if you get a couple of U's, I'm pretty sure if you get 2 U's, then they recycle you. They recycle you. Yeah. And
Just
you ain't gotta worry about that.
Just don't be stupid. Like, they pull your 341s for stupid stuff.
Yeah.
My first 341, I got pulled because I didn't know what the, when you doing EC, Entry control people.
It's a job.
Yeah, it's a job. He'll
Another
do
one of the
another video
jobs.
on that. When you doing EC, I didn't know what the sheet you gotta sign when you doing EC. He was like, go give me the EC sheet. And I'm like, sir, I don't know what that is. He's like, give me a 341. Then go figure it out. I'm like, man, dang, bro.
Yeah.
So just don't be stupid. Just know your stuff. Read your book, man. Read
Yes.
your BMT,
Read that.
Yeah.
BMTSG. Read that.
Everything.
You will get issued this fat book when you first get there.
It's thick.
And honestly, it's not as intimidating as it looks. I can't really. It's not that bad. You'll have a lot of time to go over it, especially if you get quarantined. You'll be able to read a lot. But if you basically you do a good, nice little read, nice little skim, thorough skim, you will be fine. With all the memory work, with all the stuff that you have to learn while there. A lot of the stuff that you have to know, they'll pound it in you. They won't leave it up to you to go read the book and figure it all out yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So,
but your final test you take at BMT, everything is in his book.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's 100 questions, right?
You did a countdown?
Yeah, so I put a schedule in my
That
book.
boy depressed.
My first day there. Hey, it helped me out. Crossing
I
down
did
the
that shit
days,
too. I ain't
seeing
gonna
it.
lie.
You
I
did
did
it?
that shit
Yeah,
too.
man. I got a little.
I ain't want to see a
My
calendar.
2 months there, I got a calendar. I crossed off every day. I put some important days, you know what I'm saying? The day I got there, we had clothing issue, PT test, Beast Week, which wasn't even Beast Week. We're going to have to split this video up where we talk more about the second half of BMT, but Beast Week was around 6 weeks. That was only 2 days long for us.
I was there for 5 days in the cold. Rain.
Yeah. They shortened that because of COVID, so.
Thank God.
Which was
I
cool,
couldn't
yeah.
sleep on that cot another night. It was only one night.
Yeah, I was cool with that. But before we go into that, I think that was really the main things that I kind of want to get out in the first part. We're going to have to split this video up a little bit. So that was kind of like the first half of BMT. In the second part, we'll go over the second half of BMT and basically Beast Week and graduation and stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all watching, and if you're watching this far, go ahead, comment down below. If you think about joining yourself, comment any questions you have for any future videos. I know like I said, a lot of this stuff I want to make different videos on, so if you have any suggestions for that, make sure to comment down below.
Comment, like, subscribe
Yes, thank you.
to our boy channel.
Yes, sir.
Do it. I'm finna be living with him, so you'll see me more.
Yeah.
You already know.
Time.